Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be going over more spooky season decks, and we are going to start with the Haro Tarot, and then I have an oracle that I'm going to match up with it. So this is the Haro Tarot. Todd Alcott. Life, death, fate, all in the cards, it says. And this is what the back looks like. And it is made like a book, or to look like a book. And you open it up, and we have our little bloody fingerprints or whatnot over here. The cards come out like so. This is the inside. Just a plastic. It's not magnetic, but it is a sturdy box. And it comes with a little guidebook. You get a fairly nice paragraph there for the majors. Let's see. You get the introduction, yada yada, and then it goes into the major arcana, the brief history of Haro Tarot Studios, and then it goes straight into the majors. And let's see what the minors look like. The minors don't have as much, but you know, I think it's based on Rider-Waite-Smith. So a brief history of Haro Tarot comics. And if you're interested in that, and then the acknowledgements. So, you know, just a good little guide here. This is the back of the cards. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is the back of the cards. It says Haro Tarot in green. I have not edged it yet, but I think I'm gonna. The card quality is pretty good. It's more, it's pretty sturdy. So let's take a look at them, and then we'll pull a card and read to try to get you here so you can see. We'll just look at a few. I don't want my hand in the way. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands here. This is kind of Rider-Waite with all the people coming at their sticks, angry here at Frankenstein. And it says, Suit of Wands, card number 7, trapped. But who is the monster? Oh. So, and then we'll flip through a few, because we're not going to go through all of them. And we have the Suit of Pentacles here. This is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, destitute, alone, and terrified for the future. So this is usually our, it goes along with Rider-Waite-Smith. And the Page of Swords here. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm not really sure who these people are. Curiosity, new ideas, positive change. Okay. And then we have the Suit of Swords here. This is the 9, which is our nightmare card. And it's got featuring, and then it gives you little keywords, which I think is, you know, pretty cool. Nightmare, debilitating fear, crippling anxiety. So it gives you keywords. So, you know, even if you're a beginner, this should work good for you. The Hermit stands alone on top of a mountain. I'm not going to read all that. We know what the Hermit is. The 9th card in the major arcana. Okay, so we'll do our swords here. This card, this looks like the 3 of Swords here, which is a typical 3 of Swords, with the 3 swords through the heart, not the skeletons. Featuring heartbreak, pain, sorrow, grief, and anguish. So I think these are pretty cool cards for October, or for any time, shadow work or whatnot. We have the Death card here. This is the end and the beginning. I love how they put that. The Three of Cups. Having a little drinky. A little celebration here. The Knight of Wands. He looks like a Knight of Wands. Passion, adventure, impulse, inspired action, crazy. I can't even think of the name of that movie. I've lost it. I can see it in my head, and the snow, and the little twin girls in their little dresses. The little boy and the bicycle. Anyway, the Nine of Pentacles. In the Lap of Luxury. This is for this is the card I aspire to be, guys. I think I say that in almost all of my. And we have the Haro Tarot, the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from all that no longer serves you. Walking right out into that skeleton's eye through the moonlight. Okay. Let's look at one more, and then we'll just do a little reading. Pick a fate, any fate, at the Wheel of Fortune. Haro Tarot, Major Arcana, number 10. This is our wheel. Life goes round and round. So, love the keywords in this. This one trying to jump right at me. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, we have the Suit of Swords. So we have the Seven of Swords. Featuring deception, betrayal, pretense. The guidebook says, issue 7 of the Suit of Swords, brought, loved, and lost. A story of monstrous betrayal. A man falls in love with a damsel he finds walking the streets. He brings her into his life, gives her money and clothes and a place to live, and finally learns the reason she was on the streets to begin with, as she traps him within his own mansion and nails the floorboards down over his still living body. The Seven of Swords is about getting away with murder. Ooh. So this is she did get away with it. So getting away with something, of course, you could read it intuitively and not look at the guidebook. But if you have your keywords. Okay, the oracle that I like to use with this is the Hara Oracle. Okay, the classic Hara Oracle. Ricardo, I cannot say that, but you can see it. Discover truth and inspiration in the dark. This is what the back looks like. I'm trying to open the side. I haven't opened this in a while. So it opens like this, which I really like because you can set it up and you don't have to worry about the cards falling out. I love this box. It comes with this is a really thick guidebook, guys. And it's also very sturdy. I love the box. Love the box. The Hara Oracle. You get about the deck, simple layout readings, spreads, about the films. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I hadn't had this out in a while. I usually get this out at spooky season. And then it just starts. So you get a whole entire picture of the card, and you get what it's about, and the upright and the reversed. King Kong, the Blair Witch Project, and then you get back here to just talking about the illustrator, poster designer, and the editor. So we have Wonder in the World, which I believe that is King Kong. Pretty sure. And this is really cool. Anxious to see what the book says. This would be cool also to read intuitively. We have dance here. Nice. Boogeyman. Is that our Michael Myers there? Halloween. Is that Halloween? Hunger. We have curse. We have friendship. Other side. And escape. And dinner. Let me think. I'm feeling my energy right here with this guy here. So let's see what we have here. We have curse. Okay. That was one of the ones that we looked at. So let's read what we have. Let's see what movie that was. And okay, I'm going to show it to you here. Curse. Ringa, directed by, I don't know, 1998. Everyone's fear just takes on a life of its own. How does the curse begin and how does it spread? The deeper and darker the well of emotions from which it springs, the more powerfully transmittable it can become. Why not pop in the tape and press play? Sometimes we secretly welcome the worst, but are we ready to do what we must before it comes crawling for us? It gives you an upright and a reverse, meaning upright. No good can come of this. Stay clear. In reverse is see for yourself and satisfy your curiosity. Take what resonates as always, leave what does not. And we'll pull an oracle to go. Okay, so let's see what we have here. All right, we have the Suit of Wands, card number 10. Who will carry the burden? This is carrying a lot of burdens here. So let's see the other card to go with it and put it together into a little thing. We have animal. So I'm going to read. I'm not going to read this one because I'm familiar with that, but I'm not familiar with animal. So let's see what we have here. Animal. This is Island of Lost Souls. What is the law? When dealing with others, assuming one's superiority can lead to cruelty or worse. The exertion of power by fear or force. The feeling that one is or knows better than anyone else can be mitigated through empathy, recognizing what we have in common with one another. Aren't we all hopeful animals in some form? Upright. What rules apply here? Must they be obeyed? Oh, this could certainly go with the times we're living in now, right? With all the dehumanizing of people. But I would say with this reading, for the collective, or again, take what resonates and leave what does not. You're carrying a lot of burdens that you don't have to carry for someone that feels like that they are superior to you and that they are better than you. Putting a lot of, most of the burdens on your back. Like he's carrying all of them. And so if you have somebody in your life that is, usually it's the one that controls the money, is the one that is the one making all the calls, the one telling everybody what to do, the one delegating everybody's what they can and can't do, which is what, we're seeing now in the world, or in my area of the world anyway. But yeah, so, and this could be like, this could be in a relationship, this could be in your family, this could be at a job. You're getting everything, you're getting all the burdens put on you from someone who feels like that they are superior to you, like they are the original, they're the best, they have the most money, and they control things. So I'm going to pull another card to see, just because I can't leave it like this. I mean, like, okay, so, you know, what would be the best action to take? I feel energy from here, so let's just see what we get. I just hate leaving a reading like that. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune is telling us to pick a fate, any fate. So you can kind of change it. Sometimes you can change your... I don't really believe in fate. I think you can choose to do what you want to do. So maybe you're not able to quit that job, but maybe you can say something. Maybe you aren't able to leave that relationship right now, but maybe you can start saving the money to do that if that's what you want, if you're carrying all the burdens that you can't carry. Or maybe you can go to the person and talk to the person about delegating some of your burdens to some of the other people in the family or in the workplace or in whatever situation that you're in. I know sometimes we're standing and it just seems like there's no way out and there's nothing that you can do. And sometimes you just have to, on the Wheel of Fortune, you just have to bide your time at the bottom until it starts going around again. And it will start pulling you back up eventually where you are able, but you'll have to take some sort of action in either, like say, for instance, saving the money, looking for another job, saving money to go to a different place, or just talking to the person and telling them, you know, this isn't working for me, this is too much, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overburdened, I can't, this is just hard, can we do something else? So anyway, that's what I have for that. So take what resonates as always and leave what does not. But I think those cards read really well together. This is the one that I chose. This is an oldie. It was one of the first witchy decks that I got, I think. But I really do like this deck. This was back when Llewellyn had good card stock. Their card stock is really going downhill. I'm not going to get off on that because that is a rant for another day. But this is the back. This is a magnetic box. It's a really good box. And it comes with a huge guidebook. So this is the guidebook. It's big, and as you see, I've put a lot of notes in it. I'm a note taker. You get the contents, anatomy of a deck, tarot card, deck care and maintenance, how to read the cards, using tarot for magic, the majors, the minors. You get 7 tarot spreads. And the introduction, and that's what all the stuff that I just read. And let's look at that's where it talks about using tarot for magic. If you dabble in that, this is a good little thing to start with. If you hadn't, okay, here's the major, so let's see how much we get. Okay, so we get, like, there's a picture of the Fool with my little notes, and you get this whole paragraph here talking about the card. Then you get the divinatory meaning, and then you get the reversed meaning, and you get the this is the description that goes from here to here, and then the meaning. And we will read from this, and then you still get, this is the second page and all the notes that I took. And then you get the magical uses as well. Yes, I've used this deck a lot. This is what the backs look like. Let me zoom in. This is what the backs look like. I have, I edged the sides, so. Okay, so we have the tower. So I think most of this is going to be RWS. And you'll be able to read it like that. So we have the tower here, and then we'll go through all these cards. The next one is the King of Wands, which, you know, this is a witchy deck. So, you know, he's out in the woods looking like a, definitely like a King of Wands, a witch King of Wands. Spellcaster. We have our Queen of Swords. Love that. Love that ox or a bull or whatever that is there. She's usually pretty cold and alone. Very sharp-witted and quick, but she does try to be fair. I hope these cards aren't too shiny because they do have a shine. I'm going to turn on the light and see if it helps. Okay, there we go. There's our 4 of Wands. A little celebration going on there. It's our Chariot. Controlling the reins. Our Wheel of Fortune. Love our Queen of Pentacles. Just love it. Our 9 of Wands, which, you know, the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior, you know, protecting his space. And then there they have the protection pentagram there. Here we have our Magician. A snake at the bottom there. With his as above, so below, with the lightning strike above his head. Here's our Free-Spirited Fool. Packing his little stuff up and going on his journey. I love this 5 of Wands here. They're getting ready to hit this wasp nest and F-A-F-O. Our 3 of Wands. I love this 3 of Wands here. We don't have ships, but we have, what is it, a hawk? Falcon. Okay, so we're going to pull a card from this. We have, I feel this one. We got 2 there, so I didn't mean to pull 2 out. So let's see what we have. We have the Strength card, and she is riding. She has got her lion under control. She has got it under control. She is facing her fears. And we have the 2 of Cups here. So this is kind of a facing your fears with your partner, in your partnership, in your relationship. Whatever is going on, you have the strength. I may pull an oracle card with this as just an advice card. That's what I usually do. So let's look at the Strength card here. I'm not going to read it all because it is a lot. Strength, courage, taming a real metaphorical beast, attempting to control something that can't be controlled. An animal, a friendly spirit offers help or protection, nurturing, healing, helping, and charity, resisting instinct, overcoming fear, grace, good health, a strong spirit, optimism brings success. So, and then we will read the 2 of Cups. So we have union, relationship, balance, positive, meeting a friend or a romantic interest, companionship, a union, shared feelings, love, cooperation, a collaboration, an important connection is forged. So what I would say is this: your strength has something to do with your relationship. Maybe you're facing fears because of your past relationships. Maybe you have trust issues from your past relationship. Really let go and let this person love you, or you love them. Maybe you're having issues with that. So she is definitely riding toward, she's riding very confident, very confidently toward the relationship. She's not afraid. She's exposed. She doesn't have on any clothes. So she's very secure in herself. So this is also being very secure in your relationship. Could be a goal to work on as one of your strengths. So that is what I have for that. So we can move on. I can go on and on and on and on. Indie, they just come in a plastic wrap. It's called The World of Mystics. And I think I've showed you this before. I have bought a lot of decks from this company here. It's on Etsy. I think it's still there. I don't know if this particular deck is still there. But I did edge that. There's a lot of cards. Like, I don't even know how many cards. Okay, so let's just look here. So we have it just gives you a whole spiel. We have treacherous witch. Bad behavior comes with a price. Careful of those you have wronged. So when I use these as a message from your witchy self, instead of your higher self, a message from your witchy guide or your witch ancestor. When I do a reading with witchy cards, that's the way that I do it. Here we have signs. Pay attention to the signs. What messages are you ignoring? And we're just going to look at a few of them for time's sake. Altars, protect your personal space. Your boundaries are being invaded. Violated. I'm sorry. Your boundaries are being violated. Invaded, violated. Same thing. Here we have love key magic. A closed heart is now open. You're the key to someone's heart. Sea salt. Others can't dim your light. Your enemies will get their karma. Okay, and what let's do now is let's pull a card. Let's pull a card from the Spellcasters Tarot. And if we need to pull another tarot card for clarification, we will. And we will pull, let's get a message from our witchy self, our witchy higher self, or our witchy spirit guide, however you want to, witchy deity, however you want to frame it. Everybody's different. That's the energy I feel from that one. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the Fool here. Simple enough. The Fool, go on that journey. Take that step. Be that free-spirited person. You don't have to pack a lot. Whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, this card says, take the chance. Take the opportunity. You'll never know until you do. But also be careful. Take the step, but be careful because you don't want to walk off a cliff. And then our witchy advice. Work with the magical energy. Spell work will help you get ahead. Okay, so that goes perfectly together. Something that you're wanting to do. Maybe do a little magic ritual, a little manifestation, maybe with the moon energy of what you want to attract. This is a Spellcasting Oracle card. This is put out by Hay House, which is usually really, oh, look, I found a quarter in it. So I did some kind of a spell there. And it comes with, this is an, I still think they have this deck on Amazon. Let's see what all we have here. So we have the Hail and Welcome, the Ancient Art of Spellcraft, What's a Spell, Magical Moon Phases, Magical Full Moons, Magical Weekdays, Magical Directions, Elements and Connections, How to Cast Your Spell, Working with Card Spreads. And then it goes into the interpretations of all the cards. About the author, about the artist. Okay. So, the card quality is great. Hay House usually puts out fairly good card stock, I would say. We'll pull one. Okay, so we have a love. So you would have a little love ritual or spell. We have home. I think this would be great for beginner witches, baby witches. And again, you don't have to be very young to be a baby witch. You can be, it's just anybody that's just starting in it, so it doesn't matter. So we have passion. We have answers. We have peace. We have boundaries. Ooh, a lot of us probably need that spell. I'm not sure what that one is in the book. I know of a few, but there's family. Love it. And these cards are just gorgeous. I really like them. Forgiveness. If that's something that you feel like you want to do or need to do. And trust. So, let's pull a card and read what it says. I'm feeling energy here, so let's see what we have. We have good luck. Good luck with our black cat. And green eyes. Very cool. So, I have a black cat with green eyes. You can take a minute and pause and a screenshot. And I'm going to not read it all, but read most of it, of course. This is for having good luck, if you're facing hardship or misfortune, or you just need a little relief, or you need a little help. By stepping away from a negative outlook, look for synchronicities and meaningful coincidences that negate your bad periods and that usher in a change of fortune. Think black cats, horseshoes, four-leaf clovers to ensure that luck is most certainly on your side. I collect four-leaf clovers. Now is your chance to grab this opportunity and take advantage of the prosperous energy of Lucky Charms, for you are blessed with a lucky streak. So let's see. So hold a coin to your heart. This is the Dark Grimoire Tarot. And it just comes in a tuck box. And I usually don't leave them in a tuck box. This is Lo Scarabeo. On account of the way that it's made, it is. So, you know, you get all the different languages with Lo Scarabeo. So you just get pretty much the little meanings, the little standard meanings. So I'm not going to go over all that. And this is the back of the cards. And we'll just go through some of these right quick. These are good spooky season. Well, let me turn it over. These are good spooky season cards. So here we have the Six of Wands. She's flying through the sky. I mean, the Six of Swords. Going to better places. Moving to better places. Let's look at this one. This is the Four of Cups. There's something that he's not seeing. He's meh. I don't really care. I'm in my own little world. Here we have the Six of Wands. And we'll pull one and do the little reading from the book. This is our Strength card. There she's holding a little candle up to this monster, which is a cool Strength card. I'm not going to go through a lot of these because I've used up a lot of time. This is our Knave of Pentacles. Wands. This is the Two of Pentacles. And I'm in one. Okay, we had 2 fall out. We had 2 jumpers. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this does look like it's RWS based here. Working on something continuously, trying to reach that level of perfection or getting to that level of perfection. You're doing the same thing over and over, but you're doing it you're doing it great. So it's turning out good. Let's see what we would have to, oh, and then we got another 8. So we got 2 8s. So we have a synchronicity here. So apparently, from what I'm gathering from this, you're tired of doing the same job over and over and over again. Even though you're really good at it, you're ready for something else. You're ready to walk away from it. You're ready to leave it behind and go to something that is more, what is the word I'm looking for? You're looking for something that is, that you're going to be happy with. You just don't want to sit and do the same thing over and over and over. So, of course, you would have to take action and do your research and find where you're going to go, unless you're that type of person that just says screw it and quits. But I wouldn't recommend that. Do we even get a meaning? There's the majors. Nope. Okay, so you don't even get keywords with, you do. You just get, it goes straight from the majors into the minors, but it doesn't give you, it just talks about the elements. I did not know. They did not have the meanings in here for that. That's crazy. So that is what I have for that. Peace out. And like, share, and subscribe. Comment if any